Are live, Believe Nation. Happy Thursday. Thursday is my public facing day, so I'm doing interviews and hangouts and podcasts and Q&As all day. It's been wild. I started today doing my morning show with my YouTube Growth Bootcamp. So people who are in my YouTube Growth Bootcamp program, once a month we do a review of somebody's channel. And Manko, hey Manko, it says unable to join. You got to fix something on your side. I can't invite you in. It says you're online but unable to join underneath, or maybe hop out and come back in. So that was super fun, and then did an interview and then another show, and now we're here on IG Live. I think I got 2 IG Lives happening today. Tiago in the house, welcome aboard, man. IG Live with Angela, welcome. Yeah, Manko, it still says unable to join. I'm supposed to be doing, so Kyle Manko is one of the greatest League of Legends players in the world. I sponsor him. He's coaching me as well. We got to get to gold this season. And once, I don't know how often we do this, Kyle. Once or whatever, we hop on and talk about his business and help him grow and give him some ideas. There we go. Okay, whatever you did. Now we're going to bring him in. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Believe team. I love it. Nice to catch you live. Welcome, Altorian. We're back on at 2 o'clock Eastern again. There he is.
Hey, can you hear me?
I hear you.
My hat's crooked. Okay.
Your hat's crooked? That's what we're worried about?
I am trying to... Okay, perfect. Sweet. Hey.
You got your blanket on. Look at that.
Hey, listen, don't hate the blankie.
I like it. Okay, so Kyle Manko, greatest Teemo player in the world. Coaching me to get better.
Heck yeah.
We're getting there. We're not quite there yet, but we're on our way. And how often do you do this, Kyle?
We ideally once a month, but I have technical difficulties sometimes. But once a month, pretty much the go-to.
All right. So we're here. So we're building the Manko brand. He's becoming, this guy is now an official entrepreneur.
We've got a lot going on, and
this stuff happening. There's a lot of growth since. When it's been like a year. When did I first connect with you? Just over a year.
Yeah. I want to say about a year, maybe not even. Maybe.
No, it's over a year. No, because my Twitch sub to you was like 12 months or 13 months.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So what do you got? How can I help? What's going on?
Okay. So, I usually kind of brainstorm like a couple ideas to come at you with, but today's just like one big idea, one big thing that I need help on. And
okay.
So let me preface with saying everything is going well. Like everything is going amazing. We're moving in a month. That's awesome. The stream has been great, seeing amazing growth on Twitch and YouTube, on Twitter, right? On everything. Everything is going absolutely amazing. Thank you. Thank the community, everything. Everything's going great. So we have been, I'm not sure if you heard about it yet. Well, you have heard about it, but I'm not sure if you looked into it too much. We've been growing Team PMA. Team PMA is a team on Twitch, a stream team where, only the most positive players can join. We make sure we get it. We have a good bunch. It's a group of streamers that, are all about positivity, making the Rift a better place, making everybody feel good, the whole nine. And it's very unique. It is something new for not only me, but also the community. Like, there hasn't been anything like this. Like, their stream teams are very, like, I will almost say underground. Like, they're not really any big thing. Like, it's not like a brand, right? Stream teams are, like, on the side. So this is new not only to us, but also to the community. And this whole positive mental movement, that's also new to the community. So it's new all around. It's like we are getting our feet wet. We're taking and running. It's going great. Like, we're seeing so many growth. So many people are joining. But with that, obviously, comes stuff that I need your help with. That your advice would be great, because you have a team. You've been running a team for a while, right? So it's like that's what I want to talk about. That's a big thing,
Yeah.
So we are about at 32 members, I believe.
Okay. But these are just like collaborators, right? They're not on your team.
We're at 32 streamers that are on the team, on Team PMA. 32 streamers for Team PMA.
Right. Okay, but they're not your employees.
No. It's not like that.
Right. Okay. You're collaborators. You're part of this thing together. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
We have 32 streamers, and we have a Discord, and we have a bunch of people who support us, a community, right? So that's awesome. So that's where we're at. We have, Discord, Twitter. That's working. Now it's kind of like that's what we have. That's about not. It's not all we have, but that's what we have. Yeah, that's what we're working with. 32 streamers who are all about positivity. That's the problem, right?
So what's the question? What to do with them?
Where do we go from here? Like, what do you think? Where do we go from there? Like, that's a good thing to have. We have 32 streamers all like-minded and positive, but it's a bad thing to have because that's what we have right now. Like, we're all in this together. We're trying to find our goal. We're trying to find like where we want to go with it. Do we want it to be a business? Do we want it to be a brand? Do we want it to be just an awesome community? But I want your opinion and your advice. Where do we go from here?
What's the ask? What do they have to do to join? Obviously they have to be positive.
Okay.
You got to jive with them. But then what's their, like in a month, what are they expected to do?
Those are good questions. So right now it's like, what do they have to do? They have to stream. We have a small requirement of 20 average viewers, and they have to be positive. That's what they have to do. What do they expect? That's not really a question we've asked, to be honest. That's not really a question that they've asked or we've asked. That's hasn't really come up.
Okay, but do you have to like add the other members to your what's it called at the end? To your raid list or anything like that? Like, what are you expecting?
Our big thing is we want them to be as involved or as uninvolved as they want. There's nothing they have to do in that aspect. Now, with that being said, everybody has done that.
So if somebody you have a requirement of having 20 average people on a stream,
mm-hmm.
That's your own personal stream, right? I mean,
yeah.
So you have yours, you got a couple hundred people now on it, great. But you're not necessarily talking about Team PMA. I mean, obviously you are in what you do, but there's no requirement that you have to be talking about it. There's no requirement to have to help promote the other people in the community.
There's no requirement, but essentially everybody does it. So if we were to say it's required, everybody's meeting requirements.
Yeah. And are there other benefits besides them like talking about it on stream or having them on their, what's it called? Is it a list of raid channels? Like when you're offline, what's that?
Yeah.
What's that? You cut out for a second. Host list. Did you have to look it up?
No.
Oh, okay.
Something. No, come on.
Focus, Kyle. Come on now. Okay.
Thank you at that.
I had to go look at something. Okay. So adding to the host list. Talking about it on stream, and just in general spreading good vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you would want them to do?
So we as a team effort, as a community, we're all always thinking about like what can we do together, right? But other than that, like that's like I said, that's our problem and that's our greatest strength. We were all talking about it, but where do we go?
Are you the biggest in the group?
Yes.
Okay. So there's two ways to take it. One is mentorship, guidance, training from you to help them because you're the big fish in the group. And so part of it is also, I don't know if you do like a monthly just Zoom group with everybody or a monthly stream that's only for them that they can you could talk about the business of growing a stream because you're now in the position where you've turned this into your business. You're making money, you're moving to a new home, like you've made this into something. What you've done is what pretty much everybody else probably wants to do inside that group.
Kay, can you grab the notebook? Yeah, sorry. I want to write this down because, I can rewatch it, but it helps me if I write it down because that's really good. I've never thought, remember, keep in mind, I've came from like nothing, nowhere, just waiting tables, right? So it's like
worse than that. Came from waiting tables. Came from sleeping in his car outside of Walmart because he was homeless. That's where you came from.
Yeah. So the fact that you even said that I can mentor, that's like that never occurred to me, right? That's
Dude, you did. Hold on, you did it today. I was on your stream this morning. And somebody asked you, how do I become a streamer or something? I forget what exactly. And you said, okay, we got to have patience and we got to get our expectation. You were already doing it.
Yeah, but that's like, it doesn't really hit. It didn't hit me till you said that, right?
Okay, but you got all these. You got how many people? 34 people.
30, 31.
31 people. And I think if you put them in, it could be in Discord where you're just answering some questions. But I think bringing people together, also letting people meet each other. Like if you had a group Zoom call where everybody could join in and they
Yeah.
could see each other.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are just so introverted and afraid and shy and everything else too. So this is you have your part of it could also be like, how do we stay PMA? Like how do we stay positive? How do I like you've got your classical music and you remind yourself that Froggen sometimes has bad days and you know.
I did want to touch base on that. We've had a monthly Team PMA meeting where we all get in Discord.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't say it does bad, but it's not as productive as we'd like, I'm saying. Should we? Because it's just like a team meeting. It's like, hey, it's almost like a group hangout, right? It's not like mentoring or anything. Do you think I should offer like? Do you think we should continue that? It's kind of like we touch base and everything and brainstorm ideas, or do you think I should offer the mentoring? Because yeah, we have grown a stream, a brand, a business, right? And that is like whoever streams, that is like the dream, right? And we're living the dream. Hallelujah! It's going wonderful.
Yeah.
So grateful. So do you think that would be good to offer mentoring? And hey, if you guys want to join me and I can help you out, cool. That is a good idea. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I would position it so this helps not just Team PMA, but also helps Kyle Menko, the evolving leader. So it's not just like come hang out and maybe we'll chat and questions like what. No, like I want you to grow your stream. I want you to turn this into a full-time business because I have a deep passion for helping people who have a positive mindset be able to bring more positivity to the lead community. And I built it into full-time business for me and my girlfriend, and I want to help you. So pop on in and we're going to talk about whether you do a topic, like we're going to talk about monetization, or we're going to talk about building your brand, or we're going to talk about streaming schedules or gear or whatever. Or if you want to do a breakdown, like this morning as part of my YouTube Growth Bootcamp, I was doing a breakdown of somebody in my community who bought my program, who I do a channel evaluation. So
Heck yeah.
I'm on for 25 minutes with him. He's got 19,000 subs, and I'm breaking down his channel and saying, here's what you need to fix. What questions you have, and then people can watch and they learn it too. So just like this, like if other gamers are watching this, they could learn from this, or entrepreneurs who are watching this live can hopefully learn from this and apply it to their business. Either way, either a breakdown of somebody's stream or 2 or 3 people who you want to recognize. That could be a prize, like whoever's hosted the most or whoever showed the most initiative or whatever.
The breakdown sounds a little scary. The breakdown sounds like I would hate to, you are great at wording things like that. I had to work on.
You're fine. You could do it. Scary is not a good enough reason. You could show up. You show up and you have enough knowledge. You can't take somebody to $1 million a year business because you haven't done it. Awesome. But you could take somebody who's just starting to stream and give them constructive feedback on how to get better at it because you've done it and now you've turned this into a full-time business for yourself. Yeah. You can help people with that just by showing up. So if you're going to do a one-on-one with somebody, just like this, I don't know what you're going to ask me, but I've been through it enough that I can give some insight and answer some questions. You've been through enough of building up a stream that you can answer. You're just further ahead. Like you've already walked the path. You're just telling them, okay, take that step and watch out for that rock there, and here's how you navigate.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's a lot to work. I like that. I like the the mentoring, the 2 to 3 people, right? I like that a lot.
Quick break. You're not even allowed to look at their, like, don't stress out and make this I have to look at their stream for 4 hours before I give any feedback, right? Like it's your live take.
Yeah.
It's your live take.
Yeah, I don't have to. I'm pretty comfortable doing that. I could just spitball it, and I have a little background info on them, so it's like I've seen it once or twice, and that I like that. I liked it a lot. I'm definitely going to use that. Thanks. Yoink. Thank you. Great idea.
There you go. That's what we do. And that could, like, how do you pick those people? Well, it could be the people who are the most involved or the most energetic or the showed the most love in Discord or whatever. But I think having it not just be, hey, what are we going to do? Yeah, let's hang out and just figure out what we're going to work on. I love the collaboration that you like to involve people.
Yeah, it's a good time.
You like to, and even just in your when you're streaming, you like to recognize people, you like to involve them, you like to make them feel connected, which is amazing. And you're not going to lose that. What you need to develop is the leadership of this is what we're going to do. So it's not like, this is your concept. This is your baby. You need to drive this home, and you need to have the mission and the vision that people want to get hooked on and want to follow you to go and create, while still being collaborative and not being like, it's my way or the highway. I'm going to be a dictator and like, screw y'all, let's go, right? But there's that element to say, this is important. Here's what we're doing. Somebody has to make the decision, and that's you, because this is ultimately your baby. So it's being the leader that people want to follow, in addition to respecting people's. So it's when you're in the group, it's not just, okay, what do you want to do? What just having no momentum.
That makes sense. I dig that.
It's like, it's a democracy, but you're still the president.
Yeah.
And people respect leadership, as opposed to like, if you have 4 ideas for the group, you got to decide what you're going to do.
I feel like I needed to hear that more than anything, and that helps. So thank you. That's good. Now, on that path, what direction do you think we should take Team PMA? Because essentially, right now it's just a big collab, right? And it's awesome, that's great. But what way do you think we should move forward? Should we, have any input on that?
At some point as you scale it, you have to figure out, do you want it to be like 1,000 people in this thing? Do you want it to be this giant mass thing, or do you want to make it narrow niche?
I would say more narrow niche, because like I said, here's more important. Forget what I just said there. Here's what I need your help with the most. So pretty much, PMA is positive mental attitude, right? Mm-hmm. Not everybody, most people know what that means. Try and look at, it means different stuff to different people. To me, it's, I want to try to look at the glass half full, and I want everybody around me to. I want everybody around me to be happier, to be better, to look at life, look at league, look at everything with a positive spin. That's what it means to me. Yeah. Now, with that being said, it means different to other people. Some person can say PMA to me just means I don't flame, right? And be like, okay, that's fair. That's your version of PMA. Totally understandable. What I've been struggling with is, for the team, we have a manual review, and we make sure their PMA is, good, but what do you think we should do for guidelines, for standards? It seems like a very touchy subject. It seems like I don't know which way I should go. Should I go the super strict, like, oh, if he even says my jungler stinks one time, he's on the team? Or should I go like, oh, bad games happen? What do you think we should do for guidelines and standards? It seems like that's like my biggest tricky situation right now. What's your take on that?
This is you have to dive into Manko's heart and figure out what it means. Like, this is you being the leader and saying, you can have some patience for people, but if they're doing, like, what's a no-go in your book? And then that's what it becomes. And when I'm joining, I'm signing up for that. You've had moments where you still will flame somebody, or will still be upset, or still, like, even if you're nice in chat, will be frustrated and then run it down or int or whatever. So nobody's going to be perfect.
I can run it down, but you guys can't. Just kidding.
Exactly. Playing your Zed game, and you throw after I get first blood in a challenger game. Come on.
Get over it. A year ago.
Unbelievable. I was so nervous for that game. I got first blood, and then Menko runs it down on Zed.
I never played Zed after that because of you. Thanks.
Good.
Good.
I still have PTSD when Zed shows up in my games.
On your team.
Yeah, on my team. I love seeing on the other team. So you have to decide. Like, it's also been a journey for you, right? I mean, this is this is an evolved version of Manko that we're seeing in front of us now. So for people who have the desire, ambition, drive, but aren't there yet, how do you do it, right? There's a guy who joins, I stream on YouTube now instead of Twitch, but there's a guy who joined named Dennis, who's been joining for the past like week. And he didn't believe in PMA. Like, he's just toxic and flaming. And so we've been, every time he comes back, it's like another mini coaching session. And the update yesterday was like, hey, I played like 5 games. I lost my promos to get into Diamond, and I only flamed once. It's like, hey, this we're winning. This is great, dude. Right? Because if you're flaming in game, you're flaming in life, right? And so it becomes now life coaching. And so for me, like, that's progress. He's still flaming once out of 5 games after losing his promos, but compared to every single game, finding somebody to flame on, I think that's massive progress.
Yeah, that's good progress.
So you have to decide where the lines are and what is absolute no-go and what is like just you'll be forgiven because we're still all human. You're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
This is a hard decision. Like, go back to Manko. Like, when would Kyle Manko have been accepted into the group?
Yeah.
Like, at what season? Because not season 1.
No, not even season 10. Season 9 if I got lucky and I bribed some people.
Okay, so that's last season. So think about that guy. That guy who's just on the edge. Like, assume you had the 20 people and the metrics were there, and the willingness to do the hosting and all that. But just the way you were behaving, that guy on the edge, what would you need to see, or what rules would be implemented for him? Because you know what he's capable of. He can get to here. He can get to where you're at right now. And that's part of your role now, is people look to you as the leader, as the mentor, as the guide to become. You're not just teaching them how to become an entrepreneur and have a stream that makes it a business. You're teaching them to become better humans. When you spread PMA in league, you're also spreading PMA to your family and to your friends and to your community, right? Mm-hmm. So go back to Kyle from a year ago and think about what rules. Yeah, what did he need? Support, but also in that community, like, rules for what would be a no-go.
Okay. Yeah. And now involving the team, so it's always been a team effort. Like, when we recruit members, right, when we go over the manual review, it's a team effort. We have about 9 of us that are like the council, right? So it's always been like that for me. It's like, if someone wants to join, hey, they fill out the application, the council goes, there's 9 of us, 9 opinions. I think it's very important because touching on the dictator, it's like, I don't want my opinion to be the law.
You'll never get there.
The dictator? Never be.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. Because it's always scary when you run. Well, not scary.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is you're not doing enough for the leadership side.
Yeah, I had to balance leadership and not dictator. And that's.
But you'll never be the dictator. You lean so heavy on community that you'll never go to the dark. Like, that's always the fear, is I'm going to become the dark side. You'll never get there. What? You'll never be that guy because you're so grounded in this thing, which is great. But the humility is also, to the extreme, a negative. Like, King Arthur had his round table. That's what you're building. And he had Merlin, and he had, all his knights, the knights of the round table. Awesome. But there's still a King Arthur.
That's fair.
You need to be King Arthur.
Well, thanks for making me cry, but I get it, okay?
You're fine. You're fine.
You're fine. Shut up.
Let's go, Kyle. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, so and people need a King Arthur. People get frustrated when there's no decision.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that being part of it. Yeah, for sure. I think you're right. Like, I need more leadership is good, and I need to pump that out. So thanks for letting me know that. I didn't realize. Like I said, it seems silly and easy, but I didn't realize that till now. So I appreciate you pointing that out. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think, like you said, I'm just very invested in that. We have a lot going on, but that's like my number one priority, because it's like it's a great idea, and it's going so well. But I know we can do more. It's going better than we thought. We have people all sizes hitting us up. There's people like, hey, heard about Team PMA, join the Discord. Like, it's so good, but we're doing so much more. So of course, this advice helped a lot, and I'm ready to take action and put into effect.
I would think about it as you want to change the way that League, at least maybe gaming, but League, the community operates.
Mm-hmm.
You want to infect people with the positive virus instead of the negative one that is everywhere. So if you want to have this niche group of people, then I would have a second bigger group, or like as you spread your mission, more people want to join. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Not just limiting it to your 40 people or 70 people or whatever. Like you should want to have, there should be an option for 2,000 people to be part of it.
Yeah, it's in an imperfect world, but it's very hard to find. Like, it's like.
No, but you're going to make these people.
Yeah. Yeah.
If all of you guys, if you keep doing this for a year, you might have been the first one. But if you keep doing this in a year, you're going to have 100 more people, 200 more people, 3,000 more people are doing it.
Like I said, there's so many people that are popping up, and they're doing great, and I'm very happy for them, very proud of them. And it's like, yeah, I don't see why I couldn't. I think it's just I have cake to look for the future. I've never been good at looking in the future, right? I'm starting to practice it, right? But like having that vision, having like in a year from now, what will this be? That's not my strong suit. That's why I have a beautiful girlfriend that does that, So, but I need to develop that a little more. And you're right. I think just because I can't see that now, it very well could be in the future, because how much we've grown is like amazing.
You know when I forget what it was last year, where you had to pick like the light side or the dark side. It was one of the quests or something inside a League.
Oh, yeah.
Like they had you pick a team, or like there were 3 teams or something.
Mm-hmm.
People self-select in, and I always pick what I feel is like the good guys. Like they're the knights or the white background, and there's always like the bad guys and the dark and the evil. So people already self-select in. You just want to shift that percentage. You want people to self-select into the good side. You're the good team. And not everybody's going to like that. And now it's probably a tiny percentage. Like what percentage of people are actually positive on League? You'll take even like 10% just being neutral. You get lots of people just flaming and being negative because they already hate their life in real life. And just bring it and project it into the game. But if you guys keep putting out this loud megaphone of PMA, positive mental attitude, you're gonna have thousands of people. How many people play League? You're gonna have thousands of people who want to join.
Yeah.
And they need like, it's your responsibility. It's your mission of where you want to take it. Whether you still want to have a small round table, your night circles or whatever, of like the people who've been with you for a long time, or people who are at a bigger level or whatever, great. But having an option, whether it's inside Discord or like a big group chat that at least I could join and watch, I think you need a model that can scale to having 10,000 people in it.
I think we can. I think we can do it. I just think, like I said, my failure to look at the future, the year from now, the 2 years from now, that's what got me. But we can definitely do it. Like, definitely thinking about it now. I don't think that far ahead. It's never been a good trait, but it's developing. So yeah, we definitely can scale. I think that definitely is it's gonna happen. We're getting there. So that's exciting.
I love it, man.
All right, thank you so much. Like I said. And you better get your butt in the Discord. You better get a little more active. You're on the team, Evan. You're on Team PMA.
I know. I don't stream on Twitch anymore, though.
We'll take a Twitter post, all right? No.
Yeah, I don't stream on Twitch. We'll see if we get back to it.
All right. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure as always, and thanks for all the insight and advice.
Yeah, man. Much love. Do it.
Easy, buddy.
Cheers.
Later, buddy. Not take it easy.
Yes, exactly.